Hello everybody, Gorell Sutcliffe here. Welcome back to Madden. Yes, Madden. Now this is not a Madden I really like playing all that much, but it's still Madden. The reason why I don't like it, as you guys are looking at my new team, a lot of new faces on offense, new offensive line, and the guys who have been on the team have been upgraded, Gronk, AJ Green, and Antonio Brown. The whole offensive line's new. Juju Smith-Schuster's new. Biggest adds, though, are Josh Allen and Saquon Barkley, the first pick of the recent draft by the Giants, my favorite team, and the Bills. There's also Tremaine Edwards, another pick in the first round by the Buffalo Bills. Those two adds by the Bills I thought were really great. And Saquon Barkley coming to my favorite team is also really exciting. Jason Myers is our new kicker, and Smith-Schuster and Antonio Brown are returning the kicks and punts. But here we go with this new team. Mike McGlinchey is joining our offensive line. He was the first round pick for the San Francisco 49ers. Other offensive line we got were Jonathan Ogden, legendary Ravens receiver, Antonio Brown making the moves, and Eagles center Jason Kelce, Cowboys guard as Josh Allen, his first pass to Antonio Brown, who gets to the 6-yard line, a 69-yarder, good for a first and goal at the 6. And Josh Allen, look at all that time he had. Nice throw. That's Andre Reed, one of our backup receivers. And it only took 2 passes for Josh Allen to throw his first touchdown. Meanwhile, the defense, not really any new faces other than Tremaine Edwards, or Tremaine Edmonds. I don't know why I said Edwards, but still a very fierce defense nonetheless, as this guy has a 3rd and 1. We try sending the heat, and we do get there. That's DeMarcus Ware, outside linebacker. 4th and 9, he's going for it. Just dumps it to the running back. That's nowhere close to the first down marker. Meanwhile, Saquon Barkley, his first carry, touchdown. And both rookies making their debuts, quite memorable. And that puts us up by 14-0 early. But anyway, guys, I did mention I don't really like playing this Madden, mainly because of the catching mechanics. It favors the defense a lot more. What I mean by that is the defenders will likely catch a pick more than a receiver just making a catch in general, just in one-on-one coverage. Like, defenders will pick off everything, and the receivers, if they're just breathed on by defenders, kind of like that right there, they'll drop the ball, which I think is a lot of bull crap. It's definitely something they should tone down in the next upcoming Madden game. Meanwhile, 4th and 10, this guy goes for it again, doesn't get it. He's 1 yard short. Hand off to Saquon Barkley, another good carry, 36 yards on 2 carries, really nice. Tries it again, but this time he's stuffed by the big man up front. I believe that was Damon Harrison. Meanwhile, Allen, plenty of time, finding a wide open Smith-Schuster, who tries hurdling into the end zone, but does get to the 3-yard line. So 1st and goal, high pass to AJ Green. That is a touchdown, or that might have been Antonio Brown, but I think that was AJ Green. Meanwhile, one of those plays where he just hit the A button one too many times, falls incomplete. Mike Vick running the screen, but he didn't. But the blitz got there so quick, he didn't get the pass off. Meanwhile, 3rd and 20, quarterback draw. I don't know if he knew he called that play because he started running backwards as he ran it. Meanwhile, lines up to punt, but it's a fake. We kind of expected it, but we lined up in the return because he had 22 yards, and chances were we were going to be there to defend the pass. Meanwhile, he sends an all-out blitz. Gronkowski, high pass to him. He holds on. And Josh Allen, just like that, he has 3 touchdowns and quite a handful of yards as he runs the wide receiver screen. Only gets 3. Meanwhile, running back screen again. He had it there. He just didn't throw it. 4th and 19. Goes for it. Throws one-on-one, but it's picked off. Threw it to Revis Island. And normally bad things happen when you do that. Meanwhile, we run the screen. We get some yards as Saquon Barkley breaking tackles. And Saquon nearly getting into the end zone. Does get down to the 16. Meanwhile, Allen... Good job by the offensive line to give him time. Finds Barkley, and Barkley hurdling over the receiver gets in to the end zone, and both rookies are just, they are flying through this. They are flying through every obstacle in their debut. Meanwhile, another play where he hit the A button too many times. It gets picked off as the tight end got hit. Meanwhile, we fake the screen. Allen, with plenty of time, finds Gronk. And those are normally catches that aren't made in this game, but Gronk does make it for his 2nd touchdown. And judging by this, it looked like he was going to quit. So I looked at the stats real quick, and Josh Allen, he had 8 passes for 196 yards that game and a 100% completion percentage. And how about that? Both rookies on their debut score 41 points and help score 41 points. So next game, this guy tries throwing a contested ball to his Saquon. This guy also had Saquon on his team. And I believe his quarterback is Kurt Warner. But we put Warner in a 4th and 8. He does the right thing, punts the ball. Antonio Brown, who's returning our punts, gets to the 30. Meanwhile, first carry of the game for Saquon. Saquon, look at that speed. No chance for the safety to catch him. And dives into the end zone just to avoid being tackled. And just takes it all the way, 70 yards. So Saquon, gone. But this is his Saquon making a move on our defenders. And again, the speed, there's no way Von Miller is catching him. Good effort, though, but both Saquons on one play just took it the distance, and that's what I hope to see in real life as my favorite team drafted Saquon Barkley. Meanwhile, we try to play action, just dump it to the fullback, Christian Okoye. We're able to get 5 out of that. Meanwhile, Josh Allen, again with a lot of time, reroutes the receiver, A.J. Green, gets down on their 45. Saquon again, and Saquon, gone. Touchdown, Bills. Barkley, 2 carries, 2 touchdowns, and I think he has over 100 yards as the extra point gets blocked right there. So we're only up by 6, not 7. But we tackle his Saquon for a loss there. We weren't going to let that happen again. Meanwhile, that was a nice pass, but contested by Kuechly. And I believe that was Randy Moss who dropped it. And that's what I'm talking about this game, as Jalen Ramsey picks it off there. But he gets stuck right on Luke Kuechly's shoulder. That's kind of what I'm talking about. All the contested balls are usually dropped by the receivers, unless you do a possession catch like that. But if they're hit while they're standing up, usually 49 times out of 50, they're going to drop the ball. It doesn't even matter what receiver it is. So hopefully that's something they will tone down in the next Madden game. As Saquon, you saw there, he has 116 yards on 3 carries and a couple of touchdowns. And meanwhile, Josh Allen is just putting his passes on the money. Finds Smith-Schuster on the screen, and that is another touchdown. And this time the extra point was not blocked. Jason Myers, we haven't really needed him for a field goal, but so far, other than that blocked extra point, he's been able to work out. As his Saquon Barkley is able to get a first down, and now Kurt Warner, he's got time in the pocket, but throws it right in the middle of the field, picked off by Jarius Byrd. And Bird able to get down at the 28. But that is going to do it. That is going to force the rage quit in this game. It took him a while, and I looked at the stats real quick. Saquon Barkley, 3 carries, 116 yards, 2 touchdowns. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. The rookies were able to lead us to a couple of really nice wins. They did not let down. But anyway, guys, that's going to do it for this video. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one.